Does that hurt?
No, it's only.
It feels like it's quite hard.
Well, it isn't.
Put
Not.
your leg down.
No.
Put your leg down.
Put your leg down. Ah!
Oh.
And we're recording.
Hello and welcome to the 99th episode of Why is Harriet Crying?
Patreon episode only.
Patreon episode only for
Special people
Patreons.
only.
Special people only. No losers
No
invited.
losers allowed.
Only...
Except for
Except for who?
No.
You stopped yourself very quickly there.
No, I didn't mean it.
Were you
It's
gonna
been a
say Harriet?
great... What? I've had a lot of coffee.
Have you?
Yeah.
How much?
Well, our local coffee shop was giving away coffee today.
No way. Actual like made coffee?
Yeah.
What?
No way.
I've
Yeah.
never... What
It was
kind of coffee?
crazy. It's been
Could
a
you get
crazy
latte?
day. You get any coffee you want for free.
How many times did you go back?
Once. But I went once and then Wes, who lives here as well, went and got
You
one
sent
for me
him
as
to
well.
go and get you one.
Well, I got him one first time. He got me
So 2 free
Two
coffees in
rounds.
one day. So what kind of coffee did you have?
latte and then latte with extra shot.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Did it taste extra good because it was free?
Yeah, it did actually. But then I paid for an almond croissant as well.
So they tricked you, they got you in, and then you bought the croissant.
No, I was already going to buy the croissant. So I went in
Really?
and said, can I have a latte, a flat white and an almond croissant? And they went, today's Sunil. All coffees are
They
free.
know your name?
Yeah.
How?
Well, they have to take your name to give you the coffee when you're outside.
But did they know your name from before, or you just
Yeah,
given
from
your
before.
name? You just gave your name outside.
No, they know my name.
Really? What's
Yeah.
their name?
What? It's Pophams.
No, what's the name of the people that work there? If they know your name, what's
no,
their name?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
It's different people that serve me.
But they know your name, so
That
they
serve-
must have served you more than once because
Yeah,
they knew
but
that your name
I don't
was
ask
Sunil.
their name because I don't have to give them any coffee.
You don't ask their name. You're
It's
not
a big
interested
queue.
in
It's
their
a big
name.
queue. You've got to be very quick.
They
Do you
are
even
in-
drink?
they-
You don't even
they-
drink coffee. You don't know what it's like to buy coffee.
I do actually, but I had to go decaf because I was my dizziness. But now I'm going to be back soon.
I miss the days when you were dizzy.
I don't, although my ears are still, they still keep popping, and now and again they like ring madly, and then I think there's like a bit of water in this one.
Oh, you have the Richard Todd problem.
Don't say that. That's so mean. I'm nothing like Richard.
Ex-guest. Can we call them
Ex-guest.
ex-guest? Former guest. Richard Todd.
Former guest.
Perforated ear Todd. Yeah, so 99th episode. You've dressed up.
Well, it's very difficult to know what to wear at the moment because it's been sunny and it hasn't been sunny for a long time, and it has thrown me for a loop, I have to say.
I've had to wear all my non-black stuff.
Wow.
I know, and it's all right. It's all right, but I'm pretty warm.
Yeah. Well, you said to me, you didn't say you look nice. You said you're wearing cycling shorts.
I said,
Say
oh,
what
you
you
were.
see. So that's what you said. You
Yeah, why would I
cycling
lie?
shorts.
I was just wanted.
No,
I
you
just
just
said.
wanted interesting.
No, I wouldn't lie, but I wasn't. If I said you were looking nice, that wouldn't be a lie. That's not what I meant. I said, why would I?
Wait,
Why
what?
already got myself in a fucking-
Anyway, I really recommend wearing cycling shorts under a dress because if the wind blows out the dress, you're fine. You don't even have to worry about it. You can literally like roll around on the floor and no one can see anything.
Yeah,
it's great.
what would you do otherwise? Just wear tights?
No, if you just wear pants, then you have to constantly be like worried about people seeing your
It's a
pants.
very windy day.
It's a very windy day, and then I don't have to worry. I can do anything. I could literally stand over one of those air vent things
yeah.
in New York, and I'd be fine.
Yeah, you wouldn't get the Marilyn Monroe effect.
It wouldn't be as sexy as Marilyn Monroe
would just
because I'd
be
have cycling shorts
Just
on
for those
underneath.
women in cycling shorts.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as sexy. Yeah, and mine would probably cover my face. The dress would get in my eyes. We're trying to get it off. So, no, it wouldn't be the same as Marilyn Monroe, but practicality-wise, I recommend it.
Well, you're a practical woman.
I am people often say I'm a very practical
Didn't mean it.
woman.
Didn't
very
mean it.
practical.
Take that back immediately.
What have you been doing?
Well, back to gigging, isn't it? It's been quite fun. We
It's so
just had a couple.
exciting.
Don't do that.
Pulled his lace undone. It's so exciting. Don't be annoyed. You don't have to do it up right now. You're not going anywhere. You're fine. You don't have to do it right now. It's one of my favorite things to do is to undo Sunil's shoelaces. So I haven't done it for years because I just wanted you to be unsuspecting. Do you remember I used to do it all the time and I'd tie them together and I'd tie your shoelaces together. Do you remember that? But no, don't tip me off the chair. But do you remember I used to and then I didn't do it for years because I've just been waiting to get the perfect moment
This is
when
the problem with people who are small is that they can get down low very quick and fast.
Actually, I saw Darren Walsh at the weekend in Brighton.
7 foot Darren.
7 foot Darren. And I saw him and he said, "You're much taller than I remember."
Has he got
And
shorter?
I said, "No, Yes, Darren, that's what people say to me often. It's because I have small person energy. And it's actually very rude to say that
Yeah, you
because
have a scuttling energy
people
to you,
assume
like a
that
little
I'm much
beetle.
smaller than I am, and I'm actually quite tall.
I think it's because you just sort of shuffle around and like get under people's skin.
I have a
and that.
small personality, and it's a
I don't
rude
think you
thing
have a
to say.
small personality.
People will think of people. It's like big dick energy. I have small dick energy. Like people think I'm small.
Is that good?
No, it's bad.
Oh. What's the opposite of big dick energy then? How is
Small dick energy.
that? That's like shrinking.
Small clitoris energy. That's what I.
Small clitoris energy. It's a good show title.
Whoa. What, for the podcast, or do you mean for Edinburgh?
Your shows,
for my
your
tour
Edinburgh
show.
shows. Yeah.
That's exactly the audience I want to attract as well. So
Who would come to see a show called Small Clitoris Energy?
perverts or feminists.
You get them anyway, though, don't you? Do you not get
yeah.
perverts coming to your shows?
Some.
Keep them at bay by wearing cycling shorts, I say.
There we go. Don't even have to worry about it. Go on stage. I can fall over.
Anti-pervert measures. You can fall over and go upstairs. Or
Great. Be able to relax.
But yeah, gigs are back. I'm still living above a comedy club. It's great. There's loads of people pottering around doing shows and I'm just hanging out. It's cool.
Yeah. Do you think you're having a midlife crisis?
I don't think I'm having a crisis. Like I'm not like things need to change. I need to get a bike. I'm fine. But I the move's been put on ice briefly, so I'm going to move to I found a short term there. I'm going to
Yeah.
move somewhere where there's a pitch and putt course next to me. No, Crazy Golf
Great.
that also serves lagers.
That's great. Good for you.
And what is that if not a young virile activity? So yeah, you are invited to come and play Crazy Golf with me.
Thank you.
And me and Elliot are playing, so you're invited as well.
Elliot doesn't look.
Come on,
keen.
Elliot, you like golf?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And
You
it
don't
does
need to beg, Elliot.
pizzas and beers.
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
don't
up
get
for
enough
it.
crazy golf places in this world. In
There's
this
actually
country.
quite a few.
Where?
Someone was saying that I can't remember who this was, but I remember hearing it yesterday that someone that had a flat and they have a golf simulator in the building.
That's not the same thing as a crazy golf course.
No, but it just made me think of it because it had the word golf in it.
Bobby's still playing golf, isn't he?
Yes, but he hasn't because he's been in Lithuania.
He's been
So
away. I thought you'd go absolutely mad when he was away, but I haven't heard from you for 2 weeks.
it's
been
yeah,
great.
because actually I called you yesterday and I said, "How are you?" And you said, "I've been meaning to call you to check in."
Yeah.
But clearly you didn't
'cause
know,
it's
but
like
I called you to check in on you, so I was more worried about you
I didn't
than
want to
you
check
were
in
about
on
me.
you because I thought she might just be enjoying a quiet time at home,
Yeah,
just not having to interact with people.
just not having to interact with men. It's been that was maybe
Except your
but
dog, your
except
man
my
dog.
yeah. But yeah, so it's Bobby's been away now for over 3 weeks.
Have you had other friends to talk to?
Yes,
Who have you
there's,
talked to?
I talked to my mum,
Yes.
and I talked to my dad.
Oh, you went to your parents, right?
I went to my
okay.
parents and friends. I spoke to
Okay,
friends.
right.
But yeah, so it was at first it was really nice because I was like, this is really good to have some space and stuff. And then I did start to miss him, and then I wanted to see him.
There you go.
And then I went to Brighton at the weekend. So it all got a bit complicated. So I went home to Kent, and then I always, whenever I go to Brighton, I just drive back after my gig. Like, it's fine. It's only like an hour and a half. But I was doing 3 gigs. So I was doing my hour show, and then I was doing a 20-minute early show and then a 20-minute late show.
Yeah.
And then the late show, I wasn't going to be off stage till midnight, and then I was going to have to drive home. But the problem is I've been going to bed at 9:30 for the last year.
What?
And so I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to stay up for it. I think I'm going to have to stay. So then everything in Brighton was really expensive. But then I managed to find a single room in a pet-friendly hotel. So I was like, great. Me and Sunny are going to have a weekend in Brighton.
Yeah.
Very exciting. But then I went home to Kent, and then I was like, I've solved it. I'm going to stay in a pet-friendly hotel. And then I looked it up, and then hotels can say they're pet friendly, but they don't mean you can leave your pet in the hotel. They mean you can have your pet, but you can't just abandon your pet. And my plan,
What, you wanted to leave him in the room?
well, when I went to the gig, I couldn't just bring him to the gig.
Yeah, you can. Loads of people do that.
I can't. But if I'm doing an hour show,
It's-
what am I going to do? I'm like, it's going to be like Britain's Got Talent. I'm going to be like, he's going to be jumping up, and it's going to be like chaos.
It'd be great.
But I've
I
got
know,
to
yeah, okay,
focus.
yeah.
I've got to focus. I'm a professional. I've got to be respected.
You're a
still.
professional dog owner now.
Professional dog owner.
So what did you do with him?
Well, so then my mum was like, I know what we could do. Her and my dad could come to Brighton because they're so excited to do things.
Yeah.
And so then they were like, we'll come to Brighton too. And then they got so excited that they booked a room in the hotel, but they forgot that they own. And then they were like, we can watch him while you're at your gig. But then in the process, they forgot their dog.
They've got a dog.
So they forgot that they had a dog. And then they were going to have to find someone to watch the dog. So then they were like, oh no. And their dog is like literally 10 times bigger than my dog.
It's
They
so
were like,
big, that dog.
they were like, we don't think we could. We might have to bring it with us. And then anyway.
Into the show?
No, to live,
to-
stay with them in the hotel. But then it would have been like
God.
chaos. So that dog can't even go upstairs. And then my mum was like, then my sister was watching the dog on the Monday.
Yeah.
So my mum was like, Georgie, would you be able to watch the dog on the Saturday instead? And my sister said, yeah, of course. And so then they got her to cover on the Saturday. But then my mum realised they still needed someone to watch the dog on Monday. But my sister was doing the Saturday. So then I had to go back from Brighton to Kent with my family to watch the dog on the Monday.
That was yesterday.
And then we were like, I could have just driven there anyway and just left Sonny there.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't have needed to come. But anyway.
That was exhausting in the
It was,
retelling,
yeah.
let alone what you actually had to do.
It was, there were real highs and lows, but it was really fun. And he was so well behaved. He didn't pee or poop in the hotel.
Can
and he
you-
didn't even bark. He was so
Didn't
good.
even bark?
He was an angel. And when I
He
woke
barks
up,
so much.
I know, and I put him in the bathroom to sleep.
Yeah.
And
course.
he at first he was like, "Meh," and he like cried and he like scratched the door, like trying to get out.
Did you give him a little bed?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah,
yeah,
of course. I
yeah.
didn't just go
Sit
sleep
in
on
the
the
bath.
shower
Yeah.
floor. But then, yeah, he was so good. He slept through the night, and then I got up at 7, and he was still asleep. And at 7:30, I let him out.
No
We went
piss
downstairs,
anywhere?
and he peed outside the hotel. I mean, literally right outside, but it's like outside the entrance. But yeah, he survived the whole night, and
Wow.
so I think I probably can take him to pet-friendly hotels and just leave him in the room, and it will be fine.
But they don't want you to do that.
But I don't think they'll know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a bit mad, isn't it? Just leave a dog in a room.
But what else do you do?
Yeah, this is the problem. You've now got responsibilities.
Yeah, but
And-
the thing is, they're fine if you like. He sleeps in the evening anyway, so he'll be a bit disorientated at first, and then he'll be fine.
Surely they're like professional, I'll look after your dog for an hour people.
Yes, but they were all booked up because it's bank holiday.
Really?
Yeah,
I should become one of them.
yeah, you should actually,
Good money in that,
because
isn't
no
there?
dog would run away from you because you will never chase them, and they know that.
So they won't run.
They won't run.
So dogs only run if you chase them.
I think they
they
think
know
it's a
you might-
game. Yeah, exactly. But they know
Ah,
you'll never
right.
chase them. You'll just be like, oh, there's another one gone. So
I think they keep it on a lead.
No, well, I was filling in this form to try and
Yeah.
get it to go to a dog with one of the ones that are free, and they were like, you have to approve that the dog can be walked off the lead. But then I took the dog to the dog park with my brother last week in Wimbledon, and then we walked into the dog park, and then we were like in the middle of the park, and I said, should I just take him off the lead? Because my brother's dog was
Yeah.
off the lead. And he was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Anyway, I took him off the lead. This massive golden doodle started running towards Sonny. Sonny was like, fuck this. He ran as fast as anybody could, literally for the exit to the park.
Yeah.
And was like, I am out of here. So he ran towards the exit. I chased him. Then Freddie's dog Flash chased me. And then Freddie
What the
placed
fuck?
Flash. And so then we were all in a line running out of the dog park. And then there was a road outside and it was so scary. So I ran
Oh,
out.
God.
And then so I like, he was just in the middle of the road. And so I had to like scoop him up and then scoop Flash up. And I mean, Freddie does CrossFit all the time and he was not very fast. So I was there first. So you can't let him off the lead because he's fine. But if
why
he
is
sees
it-
a bigger dog, he's like, see ya.
I told you I'd toughen him up, but you didn't take me up
Well,
on the-
please, you've got to just do it,
I
please.
think all dogs see humans as other, like, different types of dog, don't they?
What kind of dog? They'll think you're a Doberman.
No, but no, not like
Saint
that's
Bernard.
that's a Doberman. They're like, that's just a different dog.
Oh.
So they see you as a dog, but they
Really?
they're not scared of you like they're scared of that other dog.
Yeah.
So they just see you as like a sort of easy dog.
I'm in his pack.
That's it. Yeah. You're the
I'm the Cavapoo leader.
and who? Yeah, but who's the pack leader?
We haven't got a leader.
There has
We're
to
all
no,
leaderless.
there is
me, Sunny, Bobby.
No,
There's no, leader.
no.
We're all. It's a democracy.
There is a hierarchy. It's not a democracy.
Okay, Sunny's in charge.
Yeah, so that's where we've got to.
That's where we are. Yeah.
Sonny's the pack leader.
No, I'm the leader. I'm actually.
No, but how does he see it?
He doesn't agree.
Hmm.
No, but I'm quite good.
Are you quite strict?
I'm quite strict. He's very well behaved. It's just he's scared of bigger dogs, which I think makes sense. I get it, you know.
He's good at like when you tell him to sit and that.
Yeah, he is quite good at that.
But he does piss everywhere.
He doesn't anymore. He's
Oh,
got so
really?
much better. But this is what I'm saying. Like my parents, I was really nervous he was going to pee everywhere. But he was peeing in the beginning because he was a baby.
I guess he's only like, what, 6 months old now?
Yeah, he's just a baby. And so
Yeah.
then he's got so much better. And last night, for the first time, I didn't put a pad down and he didn't pee all through the night.
How do you teach someone to do that?
Well,
Not
with
someone, a dog.
with a dog, you're just
Yeah.
like, you just talk to them, you know, you just explain the situation.
that's not
You
it.
just say, look, please, it will make my life much
Yeah.
easier if in the mornings I don't have to
Yeah.
come down to a pile of shit. So
How-
if you could just
How many
stay in
poos
there.
a day does the dog have?
Around 3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
First thing in the morning, then a little bit like
Mind you, if you
mid-afternoon,
didn't have
evening.
to keep it in, you just do it everywhere.
Yeah,
You do a
he's
number
not
every day.
specific about it could be anywhere.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
fun. You never know when it's going to happen. And you always have to have a bag. Otherwise,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I went round to visit my friend and their new dog, mad old dog. One of those, like, some van came over from Romania full of dogs and left one at their house.
sorry, what?
Because they're dog foster parents.
You know they've been stolen.
Oh, no. Well, no,
That
they're
was a
like,
love dog that
they're
got
basically
taken.
street dogs from Romania. So this
Oh.
charity brings them over. And then they left, they fostered a couple of dogs. And then families come around and look at them. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take this one. And then this one they just really liked, so they kept. And they became, in the process, failed foster parents, is what they call them. They failed at their job, and then they kept this like dog. No one knows how old it is. Some people reckon it's 3, some people reckon it's 14 or something. It's got no front teeth, and it doesn't know how big it is. So it just
How big is it?
it's a fairly big dog. It's about that
What is
big.
it? What breed?
It's a mixed breed. No one knows. Yeah, it feels like half greyhound, half just big fucking dog added into it. So half its body's like a greyhound. Anyway, it just knocks around the house.
Wait, half of it's really thin and the other half is really fat.
Yeah, it's got like the same body shape as a greyhound, but a big old head that's not like a greyhound.
Oh, it sounds very ugly.
It's a pretty cool dog. It's like a very affectionate dog, but again, as I said, don't know how big it is. So it's just smashing around this house, like just spilling people's tea and stuff. It's having a
Just
great
chaos.
old time. And I went to meet it, but it's really great because it's like those homeless dogs are just so happy to be in a house, and they're always just like sniffing around, like jumping up on people. But yeah, it's a good dog. And then what they did was they can foster different animals, and I think you should do this. Basically,
I'm
they give
allergic unless they have
no, you'll like
cavapoos.
this one. They had a list of animals that you can pick from every week, and they decided to take on 2 parakeets.
Absolutely not. I
Why
no.
not?
I look. I love the parakeets in the park.
Right.
I love them. I do not like birds being kept inside when they can't fly. I think it's really mean.
No, that's true. Yeah, actually.
Really mean.
But then if you let them go, they'll just die.
No, they won't. All the parakeets are very happy in Brockwell Park. They were like, "Wah, wah," just like all the time.
Imagine that in your house. It'd be nice.
Oh, horrible. I don't want that at all. And then it might be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like they,
Yeah.
say
You
stuff.
can teach it to say "fuck you."
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
But yeah, it's quite nice to choose from a list of animals every week.
No,
and
because
keep
then
it
you
for
have
a
to give
bit.
them back. I couldn't do it.
It'd be quite
So
a
you-
wrench, actually.
You should foster something.
I should foster some animals in this comedy club I live in.
When you
Dr. Doolittle of the
maybe someone should foster you.
Yeah, but I'm not
That
an
might-
animal.
Yeah, but
and
maybe
I'm
they
not.
could add you to the list, and then someone could take you in for a bit, and
I'm
maybe
a
see if you
vulnerable,
stick.
I'm a vulnerable older man who's been abandoned by his friends and family. See if they like me. A family can come around and have a look, see if they want me in their house.
It would be a good children's book of like this little kid that lives in a comedy club
Me?
and it's raised, but it's you. But
I'm
it's-
still here.
Yeah, but yeah, you were raised
Imagine
here by
a
all the
child
comedians.
raised in a comedy
Yeah,
club.
that's what I mean. And then they,
What an
yeah,
absolute mess.
yeah. So
No.
I did cry this week.
Oh, go on.
So I was on my way back from Brighton, so I was quite tired because I'd had late night and lots of gigs, and Brighton was hectic. Like it was so fun, but there were just like so many lads. Like it was like gangs of lads.
Oh, the
like,
weekend, I guess, when it's sunny and stuff.
Yeah, it was mad. But I had literally overheard 3 people saying, "I'm just so happy."
Yeah.
Like everyone was just really
Really?
happy. I think the sun
Not
was
had
out.
a single
and
person say that.
well, you don't attract that.
You
you don't
overheard
bring that
it.
out if
No
people.
one was saying that when
No,
they saw you.
When I
You were
walked
just
past,
overhearing
I was
people
nearby. Yeah.
As they saw you leave Brighton, they were
okay.
like, I'm so happy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we were on the way back, and so I pulled into the petrol station, and then Bobby phoned. So I haven't seen Bobby in weeks, like
Yeah.
nearly a month. And he called, and then he was like, okay, everything's fine, but I've got some bad news. And then it cut out and I burst into tears because I thought, oh my God, he's got COVID. He's going to be stuck there for
these
weeks.
are legitimate tears.
He's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had to stay an extra day.
He did
But
say
I still
everything's fine.
I did keep crying, even though when he said he was going to stay an extra day, because I was like, I
How
just
much
want
of
to see
that-
him tomorrow.
But
But
a lot of that was you being overwhelmed at the day as well.
I think it was me being a little bit overwhelmed, and
Are you still very happy that things are opening up again?
I'm so happy
Still
about
ecstatic.
it.
Still haven't got over it.
I haven't got over it. Like, the thought that we're going to go to a restaurant after this is like madness.
Yes, yeah, that'd be fun.
I love it. And I haven't been to a restaurant with Bobby because Bobby's not
Oh,
been
of course
back, and
not,
then he's got
yeah.
to quarantine for 5 days, so I can't wait to do that.
So hang on, he can't leave the house when he gets back.
He can't
for
leave
5
the house
days.
for 5 days.
So you have to serve
Illegal.
him stuff.
No, he can serve himself. He
How?
can order in.
But,
Krispy Kreme delivers.
but you should do something.
He'll be fine.
You should do something nice.
I got him some fudge. And it says on it, it's Brighton fudge, and it says for someone special.
Everyone
and
buys
then-
fudge when they go to the seaside or on holiday anywhere.
Do they?
Loads of people buy fudge. I don't get it. But it's
Well, he
not,
loves
yeah.
fudge.
Does
If
he?
he didn't love fudge, it wouldn't make sense. But it says for someone special, and he loves fudge. And they've arranged all the rocks in a heart formation on the beach on the front cover.
That's nice. What flavour?
Just it's just run of the mill fudge.
Fudge flavour.
Fudge flavour, yeah.
When do you think Bobby can come and hang out here? Next week?
Next week, yeah.
I'll probably invite him over.
Both of us. You can invite both of us. You're going to play golf with him, aren't you?
I'll play golf with him, but I can't play golf. I'm
he
bad
won't
at
like
it.
that. Then you shouldn't.
Yeah, I need someone bad to play golf with.
Well, can you get round the course?
Yeah.
Well, then you're fine. That's
no,
fine.
but I'm not very good, so I need someone quite
No,
bad.
he'll be fine with that. It's just he doesn't want to go with anyone that's like incompetent or anyone that doesn't know how to play golf because
Oh, I know the rules.
yeah, then you're fine. It's just people that don't know.
Why don't you play golf?
I can't think of anything worse.
Why don't you caddy for us?
Don't get me started on this again about all the men that make their wives caddy.
There's one person that
Don't
asks
get
his
me
wife and
started
pays
about
her
this.
to caddy. It
Don't
doesn't
get.
make-
We've been
It's
through
not,
this.
It's not like carry this for me. It's like
Carrie
it's an
doesn't even
integral part
offer. It
of the
doesn't
team.
say, "Oh, you look a bit tired. It's a bit hot. You want me to carry this for a bit?" Never says that. Has to carry it the whole way round.
You'd love to do a day that. It's good exercise.
No,
It's good for everyone.
no, and I'd be like, just hit the fucking ball. Why are you just
Terrible
staring
caddy.
at it for
Terrible
so
caddying.
long? Come on, I'm tired.
Can you get buggies at any of these golf courses?
I don't know. I'd love a buggy.
I'd 100% get the buggy.
I would go if there was a buggy.
You can be the
but I
caddy
don't
with
want to
the
play
buggy.
golf. I just want to buggy round. Every time
I
I
want to
do-
drive the buggy though.
I'll get my own buggy,
You can't have two buggies.
and
per...
I'll treat it like Dodgems, and I'll bump into your buggy.
Anyway, do you want to hear about my gigs?
Yeah,
They were nice.
great.
Went to Leicester
Haven't
last
lost
night.
it.
What? I have
Still
definitely
got
lost
it.
it. It was an absolute shambles
Really?
at the last gig I did.
Did you go through your set before you went on? Got to put the time in before you go on stage.
Let me answer the question first. Yes, I did go through my
took
set.
it as a no. I just assumed it was a no. So.
I did, but there's that like pressure of like being like, I've said this. It feels so old because
It's
a lot
really
of it,
hard doing the older stuff, but then it's fine. You just feel a
Yeah.
bit mad being like, are we not going to address the global pandemic was every single thing I say.
Yeah, I know. It feels like there's so much to talk about, but everyone's dealing with that. It's not like a personal
it's
thing
quite
anymore.
boring, yeah.
So you've been like, well, what's my personal thing about what's happened? What's happened?
Well, you were keto for a morning.
3 days.
So
3-day
let's
keto.
not say nothing's happened. Your life unraveled and you moved
Oh.
into a comedy club. So things have happened.
Got our book from Paul, Patreon listener Paul.
Sunil's only just got back, so he's only just opened it, but it is very exciting. We got a gift.
It is
Well, Sunil got a
very
gift.
high production quality. I don't know what it's about yet.
It's written by someone called Manly.
Manly Peel, The Secret Teachings
Their name
of
is
All
Manly.
Ages.
Would
Yeah.
you call your child Manly?
Yes.
I bet you would. That is
Even if it was a girl or of no gender.
But if it's of no gender, then it might be a bit rude to call them Manly, because they want to be called them. So it might be rude to call them Manly.
I'd be happy for them to change their name. Not
Yeah,
that
but
it's
you
my
just
choice.
don't call them Manly in the first place.
Why not?
If they don't, because it's just like it's giving them a gender.
No, Manly isn't like a man. Isn't like you call that. Manly's just a name.
I've never met anyone called Manly.
There's a place in Australia called Manly.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, Manly P. Halls, and the book is called The Secret
Thing
Things
is,
of All Ages.
The thing is,
Secret teachings.
the writing is so small. This could take me a good 10 to 15 years
Well,
to
you've
read.
got your. I don't think
heavy,
it's
isn't
gonna take
it?
you that long. You've got your glasses.
Yes, I've got
So you
glasses.
got your new glasses. So it's going to be. I'm very excited to hear what you make of this.
Just don't make me give you a summary.
Every week we're going to want a summary from you about this.
I haven't finished a single book this year.
You don't have much concentration. It's probably
Oh, it's
because you're living in a
absolutely
comedy club.
It's short. I got nowhere to sit. The only chairs are like these chairs.
Do you not have a sofa or a comfy squishy chair?
There's a sofa, but it's too low.
And you can't get up from them.
I can't get up.
No, you
It's
struggle with the low chairs. You struggle. You don't
I
want to get
struggle with
trapped.
it. Do you remember when I fell through a chair?
Yeah, that was in Balham.
Yeah.
That was so great. And
5
then,
years ago, I fell
and then
through
we
a chair.
we made it look like it wasn't broken. And then we said, Johnny, come sit here. And then Johnny Pelham sat in the chair, and then it collapsed. And then it was really funny because Johnny thought it was him, but it was you.
Shout out to Johnny Pelham. Seeing him this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm actually travelling around a lot.
You going to Manchester?
Yeah.
What are you doing in Manchester?
Doing a gig in Manchester. Wow. Not telling you where it is because
I
it's
know
sold
where
out.
it is.
No, not you, the listeners.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'll read that. Thank you, Paul.
thank you, Paul.
I'll try and read it. My concentration span is terrible, but there's lots of pictures.
Maybe they've got it on Audible.
I can't
It seems
concentrate.
like quite
Audible's harder to
specific, but-
concentrate on.
No, because you can do other things like you can clean.
Yeah, but you're
while
not
you do
taking
things.
it in then, are
It's
you?
got a cool picture of like a bird with two heads in a diamond in a fire.
That looks terrifying.
That is like it looks like it's a bit Harry Potter, maybe.
Maybe it's Harry Potter rewritten.
Thank you, Paul, for the gift. For Snell,
Yeah.
and tune in next episode for our 100th birthday.
Oh my!
Pretty exciting. We've got a very good guest. It's going to be very fun.
Yeah, she's all right.
100 episodes
100
over
episodes.
5 years.
Should have done more, really, but we
Yeah,
took a bit of
we're
time
just
off.
business people. We just really
Good art takes time.
focus. Yes. Thanks so much for supporting us on Patreon. Stay in touch on the chat. And see you soon.